All right, what is up, guys? Is your boy Pete here. For those of you that are just tuning in now, Anand's going to be in very shortly. Let me know how any volume issues or anything like that. Going with a little bit more of an official setup. So I'm over here in Tim's chair in the studio. Better mic. I got these cool sounds. You guys will hear them coming later, but got a cool soundboard. So it's something new and exciting. Before we get, Dre's, I appreciate you. I think the audio is way better on this mic. Obviously, it's like a $500 mic compared to my regular headset. Pete, got a fresh cut. I did, but it was like 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. So yeah. Also got a lot of really interesting stock stuff to talk about. Obviously, we are in earning reports time, so it's very interesting to see the company's report, how the market is fluctuating based on that. I'm trying to get over to the other thing. Before we get on it in here, this is big. I'll give you all some insight because y'all are some diehards. You guys come back every single week for On It and I to do this. You guys are the first ones I told about for the merch. No, we don't get free cuts at the office anymore. I'm like one of the very few that actually come in. So it's way too expensive for just myself to get a haircut. So unfortunately, I have to just go get one. What's up, everybody? Thanks for saying hi. Feel free to keep saying hi as you come in. I'm going to show you. So I might have shown people this before. You might have heard it on today's episode of Group Chat. But on Friday, we're releasing this. I've worked very hard on this along with John from Daddio Trading Company. He's a designer. So we've been working on, I know it's not, this isn't crazy, but the Group Chat University. So this, with our collab with Melrose Place. You guys are going to be the first ones to find out some insider information. Here's this one. Oops, sorry, I keep turning it weird. This one's really great. I love this tonal one. With the Group Chat University, it's really great because on the crest, on the very inside, I'll show it on the tee. It might be a little bit easier. The sweatshirt's kind of thick. But if you can see on here, it's kind of go with the light. Right here on this crest, it's going to say Kathy. Right there, it'll say Kathy. It's a bit of a faded look. So it's really cool. Really, really need that hoodie. The hoodies are great too. Because it's Melrose Place, they're a little bit thicker too. So it's really, really good quality. It's going to be at an unbeatable price. Now, nobody else is getting to find out about this besides the 25 that are in here. But the quality and the price you're going to get for these, you guys are going to be blown away. We're only going to do a run of like a handful of each. So it's actually really not going to be that available. And it's only going to be for a week. Shh, don't tell anybody. But we're only going to be doing it for a week. So this is the colored one then. So we have one white t-shirt, a gray t-shirt, a gray hoodie, the gray hoodie and gray t-shirt, the same exact design, just hoodie, and then t-shirt with the white t-shirt. And then we have the black GCU on it. I really like that one. That one's probably my favorite. The GCU one, everybody's kind of really been hitting hard on. But if you really don't want those big, bright colors, those tonal ones are going to be really great for you guys. Yes, just take all my money. But yeah, we're going to run a really special deal for obviously all the listeners because you guys are the ones who are going to buy it. But a heads up for those who are here with me right now. You guys, you're going to love what we're going to release on Friday's episode. So don't miss out there. We're going to run on the mid-roll there. We'll probably talk about it at the beginning as well, maybe a little bit, but it'll be on the mid-roll. So definitely pay attention there to the ad read. Everything on information there will be coming out for what you need to know. It's also shipping international. So I know we have some international people in the stream here, but we will have an international option. So, but it's going to go fast, guys. So don't miss out. So yes, Group Chat University, our first kind of official merch. We've done some merch before. I think this is the first like really, really, really good stuff. It's actually, not that it wasn't quality before, but like we really took our time on this one. I think we made 4 really great pieces you guys are going to like, and it's on Melrose Place. It's like the only stuff I wear besides, I mean, today I'm wearing the Lakers shirt. But besides that, the Melrose Place stuff is like strictly what I've worn since we came out with it. We came out with it like a month ago. I've been wearing it for like 2 months now. So good. So comfortable. So good. Price is incredible. Quality is incredible. All right, guys. If you are here, make sure you subscribe to our channel. or follow. If you can subscribe, you're going to get those emotes. We got a bunch of people over here throwing in their emotes. Hold on. I want to open up Twitch so I can emote with you since I'm only on StreamYard. I love the emotes. Tell me, do you guys want to see any other kind of emotes? Throw up your favorite one right now if you have got the emotes. And then give me any suggestions that you might have for different emotes to add in. I know we have the winners, losers. We have the content one. I had one that was Elon Fucks, but they denied that one, rightfully so. But we've got, I can just make them. I just make them. We need a Pete emote. There's one. There's a Pete's an idiot one. I had somebody draw their heads, but I didn't get my own. So here's mine. So we got the Pete's an idiot down there. One that's just kind of, that is what it is. Let's see what else we got. So, yeah, Team On and Team D. I made all three of those. Those ones were really great. We got the Kathy Gang one. That might be my favorite one. Just the gold shield just really sticks out. Again, throw up in the chat right now your favorite emote. If you have your favorite emote, throw that baby in there right now. Rack them up, and then go ahead and tell me any other emotes you want to see from us. Let's get them in there. Come on. We need to stop going up and stop going down emote. Yes, we'll throw that one in there. I'll mark that one down. Check this out. We have the what is it? Yeah.
Stocks always go up.
Tell me if you guys can hear that. Can you hear all these? You can hear these. Ching.
Stocks always go up.
Yeah. So we're going to be introducing the soundboard more to Twitch. It's going to bring a little bit more excitement, especially on our live streams. That's where we'll really have a ton of fun, meaning from group chat itself. So we have behind closed doors where we'll incorporate it, have some fun with it, Anand and I, and any guests we have. But most importantly, we're going to be doing it on the big stream with all the group chat guys. We also have some really cool things coming up for any of you wanting to mark your calendars. If you want to mark your calendars, coming late December, we're going to be doing our awards show that we do every year. Your biggest winners, your best content of the year, your losers, IPOs, IPAs, tequilas. I don't know. We're going to do everything. We usually do it at a live show over the Peppermint, but luckily for you guys, D-Boy, yeah, it's okay. I'm sorry I got your name or your ethnicity wrong. That was my bad. But of course, always in the shout out. But for you people to marketing calendar, going to be end of December. We're going to be back over here on Twitch. All the guys are going to do the same thing as the election night. We're going to ramp up the whole studio. We're going to get everything outfitted. We're going to have guests. We're going to have everything you can imagine more. Like I said, we usually do it at the Peppermint Club in LA. So a lot of people miss out. But luckily enough for you guys, we're going to bring it here. And we're going to bring it right to you, right to your living room. So look out for that. I like that. Let me check with Anand real quick, see where he's at. Let's see what else you guys got going on in the chat here. Sorry, my nose itched. Yep, no for more free cuts. Also use Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is great. If you guys know anybody who Twitches that we might have interest in, or that would be like somewhat aligned with our content as far as creators, things like that. Let's throw some ones in the chat right now. Let's see some ones in the chat if you want to see Anand. Anand just stepped into the back room, but I'm gonna need to see some ones, some emotes. Give me a little bit of juice over here in the chat. Let's get those babies rolling in, and then we're gonna bring it on. And yeah, let me see them ones. Let me see them emotes. Start flying off shelves. There it is. There it is. There it is. Bang, 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 bang. Come on, come on. Cash. What else we got? We got, yeah. All right. Let's get them throwing off the shelves. All right, let's bring it on and Murthy. On it.
Boom. We got sound effects.
Oh, wait. No. We want to go back to the.
Turn me on, bro.
We got all of them. I'm going to use these now on here. So we got
ding, 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 ding. Stocks always go up.
Ladies and gentlemen, group chat.
Oh, that's going to go for a while.
Go, let it go.
Nice. Okay, before we get things going on, and I'm just going to fish off topics. If you have any questions for On It or I, go ahead and throw them over here in the chat. We're always checking it throughout. Plus, we'll stay for a little bit afterwards to answer some, questions. Sorry, somebody texted me. Okay, topics for you. So we got Veterans Day, week 10 of fantasy football. Got to throw in a parlay. A lot of talk about as far as stocks go. And then I have a question we got in the review section.
Perfect.
Is there anything you want to touch on?
Let's talk about, do we want to talk politics, election? No, I leave it alone.
Hell no. Anything personal we can talk about? Anything like fun that we're doing? I was just telling them about the merch, the award show that's going to be happening in the next end of December.
Let's see.
CP3, there's some. I mean, yeah, we'll go into football, NBA in the midst of it.
We'll do that. It's perfect. No politics. Done.
No politics. No politics.
I agree. Politics are whack.
Hold on. Let me go find my parlay real quick.
Let me just get my phone charger.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, guys, we're going to be starting in about 5 minutes here. About 5 minutes. Not even. It'll probably be like 3 minutes. I'm just going to check my parlay, boy. Who you got for your parlay? Let's hear it. What do you got? Week 10 here. Let's see. Colts, Titans. Interesting game. I wouldn't give it to either winner now. So many of these are close calls this year. I think the Texans whooped the Browns. Don't even know what happened to Baker Mayfield, but I saw he's out. Washington against the Lions. Another crappy one. Buccaneers, Panthers. Couldn't even begin to predict that one. Eagles, Giants. Tale of two terrible fucking teams. Jaguars, Packers. Pack roll with that one. We got Bills, Cardinals. Chargers, Dolphins. Interesting. Here's what I'm going to do. I think Ravens roll over the Patriots.
Announce it on the broadcast.
Oh, yeah, I will. I mean, these people are just, Here's what I'm going to do. Just going to get them real quick, and then we'll start off. In my last one. Okay. You ready?
That's the biggest phone charger I've ever seen. Goes well with the big hat. Maybe I'll make this whole podcast politics. He's the one who wants politics.
Careful what you say to On It over there. It might come back to bite you.
We'll talk about Kyle Allen.
Love Kyle Allen. Is he hurt right now? Didn't he get hurt?
Dude, it's one of the most grotesque injuries since Dak Prescott.
Really? I didn't watch last week.
His leg snapped.
Did it really? It's unfortunate. Okay, let's get things popping unless you got anything else you want to add.
It's perfect.
All right, guys, let's kick things off. Welcome back to Behind Closed Doors. Today is, in fact, November 11th. We're just a few short weeks away from Thanksgiving. But before we get there, we have a lot to go through today. Everything from week 10 in the NFL. I have a fat parlay you're going to want to stick around for. Plus, we dive into stock talk. A lot of things happening in the stock world. I have a big play and something I actually pulled out of, but I don't want to give away too much right away. And then we're going to go into a very, very interesting question we got in our reviews over at Group Chat on the podcast app. We got a question in our 5-star review that I'm going to ask on it. So don't miss out on any of that. Let's get things cracking. Ooh. Boom. And let's get rolling. All right. First and foremost, happy Veterans Day.
Yeah. Is it always on a Wednesday?
I have no idea.
Or is it just a single day of the year? Like, what is it, the 12th? What day is it today?
11th.
11th. So I guess it's November 11th.
Yeah.
But it feels weird that it's on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it feels very oddly placed.
So banks are closed. Government offices are closed. But I think that's it. I think we should probably make this a bigger deal.
You think so?
I mean, we should honor our vets.
Yeah, absolutely. But what do you think that's the right? What is honoring exactly? Like, what is the right thing? Do you think like a parade? Do you think we should have days off? But like, what are people going to do?
Yeah, they're just going to go drink.
Yeah.
go to the beach.
But even then, it's like even if I had the day off, nothing against them. I feel we as well should honor them. But like, I'm not gonna like go to a ceremony, or I mean, maybe if there's a parade.
Under the radar. Maybe it's because we don't really have many active wars going on.
Either that, or there's no like formality to it, right? Like it could be a day of drinking, but then it would like you need it to be like a weekend.
Right.
It's not like a 4th of July per se.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It is odd because I didn't even know. It snuck up on me. We had some banking stuff to get done today, and at the end of yesterday, we were like, someone's like, the banks are closed. I was like, excuse me? Banks are closed for what? But
yeah,
whatever. It's fine.
Weird. Yeah, the only time I would remember it, no, the only time I would ever see like a big celebration was like when we were in school, they would always have like some type of ceremony, some type of thing like that. But once you get in the real world, I feel like there's no real formality to it. So maybe that's why. Could be. But besides that, happy Veterans Day to all the people who have served in the military in any capacity. Today is the day for you, and we honor you, and we thank you. So moving on, let's go right into some sports talk. We're going to talk about first week 10 of the NFL. It's been a wacky season. I don't even know where to begin. I'm out on fantasy football. Fuck fantasy football.
I'm on
I
fire.
hate fantasy football. Of course you're on fire. Aren't you like practically undefeated at this point?
I have 1 loss in one league, the one with D, and 2 losses in the other league, one by like half a point this past week. My other team in the league that really is my secondary league has just been in fuego. Kyler Murray, Travis Kelce, the rookie running back Robinson, he's been on fire.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen's on fire. So it was a good week there. And then Russell Wilson had a down week. He had 4 turnovers. And I still won in that league, which was good. And I had a lot of injuries, but snuck one out through there. But Tom Brady got embarrassed on Sunday night.
That was just ugly. That was so ugly. What is going on in Tampa Bay?
It's like feast or famine.
Yeah.
One week they look great, and then they get smashed by the Saints, prime time. And him and Breeze are trading touchdowns for the record right now. And so it's just fascinating. But
it's so odd to me because that feels like that's the entire season for everybody just about. Like besides really like Kansas City, besides that, the Ravens have had their on and off days. Steelers are undefeated somehow. I mean, they're very, very talented, but like still for them to
seem like fool's gold. The Steelers seem like fool's gold.
Yes, absolutely. But so did, the Ravens felt like that too after they had who they got beat by like early in the season, where they just didn't look as good as we thought they were, and they couldn't barely compete with Kansas City. And then it's like week to week. I was just reading through them to pack my parlay, and these teams kind of like all suck so much that it's like you can't really decipher who's really good. They're all
what's clear to me though. I think if you have a shot, if you want to have a shot at the Super Bowl, and you don't have a Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, you need to be able to run. The quarterback has to run.
Yeah.
And if you can't evade the pocket and get some yards, because the plays break down and those guys always come up with something.
Yeah.
And I just don't see the pure pocket passer having a shot on a go-forward basis. Love Baker Mayfield, but it's not going to work.
No, but Aaron Rodgers, I think, is an exception, not only because he's the GOAT, but he has an ability to actually move.
You say GOAT?
Oh, take that one.
There's a guy named Tom Brady. He might want to.
Yeah, Tom Brady. The guy can win Super Bowls, Apparently he can't do it outside of the Patriots organization. So
he's 43.
He is 43. Okay, so maybe there's an excuse there.
No, but at Rodgers' peak, he could run. He could get that first down.
Right. He still has that mobility.
But he can move.
Right. He still has that mobility. Obviously, in his prime, he can move way better. But then, that's kind of like the exception for a pocket quarterback. Besides that, you're not getting these guys. We were just talking about it before it started. Kyle Allen, pocket guy, got his leg snapped.
Yeah. So shout out to Kyle Allen.
He's a homie.
The homie, and the injury was almost as grotesque as Dak Prescott's, but thankfully it was a dislocated ankle, and it doesn't seem as career-threatening potentially as like a Dak Prescott's injury or Alex Smith's injury. Both, granted, Alex Smith came back, but it took forever. I'm pretty confident he's going to be healthy at the start of next season, and he's good. He's really good. He can play. Yeah, he belongs in the NFL, and his story's great. And I'm looking forward for a speedy recovery, and prayers up for Kyle Allen.
Let's give him some little round of applause.
Yeah,
we got this new sound effect board over here. I also think he could. Look at Dallas right now. They're on they're like 4th or 5th QB, though they almost beat the undefeated Steelers last week. I mean, Kyle Allen could absolutely be such a good second string and/or starter in the NFL.
I think he's a starter.
Yeah.
If you look at how many teams with quarterbacks that are just like unacceptable.
Yeah. It's ridiculous sometimes.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, ding, 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 ding. Look at that one. I don't even know what that is, but let's move on to the NBA now. Forget about football. We'll keep watching, but things are starting to tighten up here in the last couple of weeks before the playoffs start. NBA is said to be coming back December 22nd, if I remember that correctly from social.
Yep.
What are your thoughts? A, on the start time. B, trade's going to start opening up. Then we're going to have the draft. This is going to be a really busy time for the NBA. Do you think they're rushing it with all of this?
No, they're intentionally rushing it. And the reason why they're rushing it is like, we obviously heard the Pfizer data that the vaccine is getting close, but no one believes the vaccine's really going to get deployed till March, April.
Yeah.
And really it's the summer to be widely used.
Mm-hmm.
So they basically know if they need to rush the season out, have no fans, and then next year be ready in October, full stadiums, full arenas. And that's what they're doing. They're basically punting on this season to save the next season, because they're going to lose so much money this year.
Yeah.
Playing.
So they go back into the bubble then?
No, it doesn't sound like it.
No.
I think they're going to do what MLB and NFL are doing. Just like
no fans at
empty
home.
arenas, isolate in the hotel, try to figure out road trips a little better, less flying. They all fly private. So it's obviously going to be with positive cases now. When you're not in a bubble, you're going to get positive cases, so it'll impact. But it's kind of shitty for, like, LeBron may go another year. I mean, how many years does this guy have left? And no arenas, no fans in arenas, and they're the favorites to win.
God forbid this guy tears his ACL or some shit that just like kind of takes him out. I mean, he's always got to come back in him. But if he suffers some injury next season, especially since it's now being rushed, I mean, that could be such a terrible look for the NBA and the league as a whole, and then just for him.
Yeah, there's no way LeBron is going to start playing serious basketball till like March, April.
No.
He's
going to do his whole like jogging around. Let Anthony Davis go. I mean, who knows who they get in the draft or trade for. Hopefully they get another guy. We won't be seeing any full speed LeBron for a while.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And the draft has been talked about as one of the worst drafts in a long time. So
I'll tell you right now, and I know I can see it, LaMelo Ball will be the absolute biggest bust we ever see. Come on. Are we watching the same basketball game? If you know basketball, you know this kid's not going to be anything more than a good point guard. He's going to be like a Josh Hart.
That's a low bar. That's not a number one pick.
I know this. I get there's hype, but this happens with every single. It doesn't matter what sport you're in. These drafts get so hyped up. Everybody gets so high on people, and then 90% of them bust. Like, look how many people passed on Patrick Mahomes. Like, it doesn't live in those 1, 2, 3, even those top 10 picks. The real players come out unless you're the chosen one of LeBron James or Kevin Durant. These guys that are insane. You get your Steph Currys and guys to develop. I just don't think.
You don't think LaMelo's going to put the work in, or what's?
No, it's not the matter of the work. Dude, if you watch him play, he's not like, what is he going to do? He can barely shoot the ball. All he can do is drive. He's going to be a good point guard. That's it. That's his peak.
Well, he's also 19, right?
Doesn't matter. You can see his style of play.
He can be a player, but he has to put the work in.
Yeah, you see KD. KD can do everything on the floor, though couldn't do it right away when he came into the NBA. The man can move the entire floor. You talk about all these guys. LaMelo's not it.
Oh, we have a guest star.
Oh, we have a guest star.
He got nervous. We're getting too famous for him.
I know. He wants in.
I was on a phone call, and someone said, I was walking the hallway, and someone's like, is that Pete yelling?
Pete's in the podcast room.
I know. That's why I was walking out of the bathroom.
Oh, I mean, just imagine how loud you guys are if I'm being loud now.
Look at the emotes.
We got Team D over here. Throw up a Team D in the emotes for the emotes if you got Team D over here. Or is it shot time for D?
Yeah. What are we drinking? Costa Brava?
Yeah.
Always.
Pete's probably collecting $500 a month.
Yeah. What's your deal with Costa?
I just do content for them.
And, and what's the compensation?
$500 a month. Just random shit they shoot. Different campaigns. It's digital strategy.
Parties, vacations.
I mean, hey, I can get paid to go party. So,
and the boat? Who's the boat? Whose boat is that?
That's one of their investors. I always get the invite because we always need photos.
Oh my God, I have an amazing story from a listener that DM'd me. I'm going to share this story and go. He was like, I was dying laughing about the patio heater that Pete has to steal. Kanye West just shut down his Calabasas office, and he was getting rid of 10 patios.
Get the fuck out of here.
And the
Where
guy
is
that
that?
works then was like, hey, do you know anyone that wants to buy these patio heaters? And I was like, man, Kanye's patio heaters would have been amazing.
I think you resell that.
Yeah.
I could have been a rich man.
Yeah. But I got a lot of links for patio heaters now. So if you don't do one soon, I found the plug.
Well, watch out. I don't know. Mine is going to be delivered right to your front door. So we'll see. Competition. I love competition.
Are you sticking around?
Well, aren't you guys talking about them?
No, I mean after.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So guest star D Murphy behind
Thanks for
closed doors.
stopping by. Yeah, happy to have him.
Where were we at? LaMelo. You hate LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to be the player everybody thinks he's going to be.
It is funny.
Your top picks.
Last week they were reporting half the teams think he sucks, and then this week they said he's going to be the number one pick.
Yeah, I mean, if you can sell seats, they'll take he's selling seats, but like he's not going to do much more than that.
I'm going to buy you LaMelo Ball Pumas when they come out.
Yeah, well, they're going to be shitty shoes. I would never buy those. Okay, let's move on. Anything else you want to touch on the NBA? A lot will be coming. We'll kind of keep you guys updated if anything interesting happens. But I'll call right now. LaMelo Ball, big bust.
Big call from Pete.
So the only thing we do, the other calls that I do give is my parlay of the week. That's right. I am a terrible bettor. You should never, ever take advice from me. And this is only for entertainment. Though I've been right about like once out of this entire thing. My parlay for this week, here's the three teams. Ravens versus the Pats, Steelers versus Bengals, Packers versus Jaguars. I'm going to take the Ravens, Steelers, and the Pack. We're going to just go bang, bang, bang. Three very good teams. The rest of the schedule this week just looks wanky.
So what's your official parlay?
I got Ravens over the Pats, Steelers over the Bengals, and Packers over the Jaguars.
Which one gets busted?
I think the Patriots could weirdly show up
against the Ravens. I guess the Ravens have a good defense though, and Cam doesn't look very good.
Cam doesn't look very good, but I feel like the Patriots always bounce back in some way or another. Though it's mostly been with Tom Brady the last couple of years, they always seem to find a way to start getting wins.
So you have a 3-team parlay. Mm-hmm. Packers to the Steelers to the
Ravens. Or to the Ravens, but I think the Pats are
losing outright.
No. But I mean the rest of the let's just call off some games right now. I mean, Colts Titans, I'm not going to pick one out of that. Texans Browns both suck, not going to pick out of that. Washington Lions might take the lead on that. Buccaneers Panthers, not going to call that. Eagles Giants, battle of the worst teams in the whole NFL. Jaguars Packers, like you said. Bills Cardinals, another tight game. Chargers Dolphins, another tight game. I mean, these are all going to be tight games. Broncos Raiders, Seahawks Rams. I mean, this week is besides Saints 49ers. Saints will pull away.
I would bet on the Seahawks. Throw the Hawks in there. Dre's hype knows what's up.
Yeah, Dre's hype. Knows exactly what's up. So a lot of different things going on in the NFL. But yes, that is my parlay for this week. We'll see if it hits. Maybe I'll become a winner this week. You never know. Okay, let's move on into our most popular section of Behind Closed Doors, and that is none other than Stock Talk. I made a big move, and I just want to start it off by saying two things. One, I woke up this morning, and I was down over $350 on Datadog. I pulled out... up from yesterday. It's not up much. Let me see. It took a big dip this morning. Right when I got up, we're sitting at $87 right now. I bought in at 102.
Okay.
I pulled out half.
Wow.
I still believe in it long term, but I wanted to make that money back other places, and I did. So put it back into Plug Power. Plug Power, man, to the freaking moon. I'm talking.
Stocks always go up.
Yes. And so I'm all in on Plug Power. They've been skyrocketing. Everything for them looks amazing. They have so much potential. Datadog, on the other hand, they're going to be a long play, but I'm trying to make my money work for me and get things moving quickly.
So hold on. It's Plug Power. Did you learn about that in Behind Closed Doors, the chat, or is this a Royce special?
Not even a Royce special. This is a friend of mine special being like, hey, Limelight Networks and Plug Power, watch out for these two.
Wow. I told you yesterday, get all in on Snowflake.
Dude, fuck Snowflake. What does Snowflake even do?
I'm going to explain it on tomorrow's podcast. I'm saving it for the pod.
So make sure you turn into tomorrow's podcast to hear all about what Snowflake is. It's overpriced. I'm not going in on it. There's not enough volatility there. If anything, it's going to go down. I'm not willing to bet on it. But
So I made a stock play for fun this week.
Uh-huh.
I told Dee and our buddy Michael Katz about it. So on Tuesday, which is yesterday,
Mhm.
Shopify was getting killed. Okay. At like 9 or 10 in the morning,
Mhm.
I bought options that expire Friday.
Mhm.
For people listening, it's the equivalent of betting on Packers Jaguars.
Mm.
It's literally, I'm just guessing.
Mhm.
And the NASDAQ was down a bit the last few days. I was like, okay, I think the NASDAQ's going to have a couple good days before Friday. And I have a shot to make some money. And options are very volatile. They go down 50%, they go up 50%, they go up 200%, you lose all your money.
Mhm.
So 9, 10 in the morning, I make my play. By 12:50, I'm down 60%. 60. So you're complaining about being down like 10, 15%, 60%. So I tell Diaz, like, you should go buy this right now. Like,
Yeah.
there's going to be a pop either tomorrow or the day after.
Yeah.
I wake up, it's popping, and I'm down 60%. I put in an order to break even. It was getting close to break even. Then it goes down another 30%. And I just put it on all day. I didn't close the order, and it fulfilled. I broke even.
Oh!
So
That's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen.
He's like, you got all that action and you get a break even? He goes, that's a win all day. I felt like I made a $10.
Yeah, that's too good. I mean, that's what everybody wants to do, but nobody understands how to do that. Like, that's what I want to do. I would love to break even all day long. That's what I did. I mean, I kind of broke even. I came back around with Plug Power. I'm almost up 200 on Plug Power.
That's crazy. Let me just tell the behind closed doors audience. Pete showed me his Robinhood. He's putting real money in.
Oh yeah.
This doesn't want money.
You know, I'm good at saving money, so I have a little bit of money to play with. I put $2,000 in just to see what I could do. I'm really like even right now. I'm technically up like $96 in the total of it all. I mean, if Robin or if Datadog comes back around, your boy's gonna be sitting nice, at least coming back to like 110. Then I'm gonna get out. But it's getting interesting. The more you play with it, the more you obviously you understand it. But I have grown my knowledge in the whole idea. I mean, Limelight Networks, that'll be the next big one. I'm telling you right now.
But what you're saying, Pete, I think is super critical.
Yeah. Because
until you actually put your own money in, you don't have to put 2,000. You could start with 100, 150, $50, whatever. Robinhood lets you do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You gain financial literacy. Because once you put money in it, you pay attention to everything and things that never made sense to you or never even heard of, earnings reports, quarterly guidance. Like you're just going to follow it and by default learn.
Exactly. And I even downloaded Yahoo Finance now to get some updates and alerts.
Yeah.
Because I keep missing it where I like wake up in the morning and it's just like, hey, such and such is down. Or
I have a question. How much of your interest in the stock market was from listening to our podcast 3 times a week or Davey Day Trader?
It's probably a good mix of both. I had no real confidence in like wanting to start it from you guys because there was no real like. I think it was also like the addition of Robinhood, like really the growth of Robinhood and everybody talking about it. I think it's like half and half because I was watching Dave and I was like, this actually looks like kind of interesting, and I was bored in the pandemic as far as like not necessarily bored, but you know I was just kind of like, what do I fill my time with some more? And then, so I hopped on Robinhood and I was like, this is like pretty interesting. Then just you guys' natural conversation around it, growth and knowledge there. And then just seeing Davey do it, it's just kind of like, it feels like betting, obviously. And it very much so is, but.
Good.
A rush.
I'm excited for your growth.
Yeah, but I mean, right away, it was still like, it was like a joke, you know, and I just like, it's like, what about this one? And then everybody who goes in is just like, everybody's first one is like Netflix or Amazon. And like, sure, those you should play with those because those are the safe ones. But once you like really start learning and like taking some of these small bets, that's like where the excitement happens.
Yeah.
That's like betting. That's like taking the fucking Jaguars over the Packers this weekend.
Once
I might hit.
You will literally be a crack addict.
You say what?
Once I explain how options work and show you on Robinhood.
I haven't like
be a crack addict.
Yeah, you need to like tell me 100 times, and then eventually I'll get it because I still don't get it right
You
now.
have
But
to
yeah,
sign up for a Prime account though. I think you actually have to pay to get
on Robinhood.
Yeah, to actually set up an options account.
Got it. Yeah, I mean that's all you and D talk about, and I had no idea. I was like, I don't even know how to like invest right now, or even work into the stock market, let alone options. So I've taken it slow. We'll get there eventually, but we'll throw some high fives, some claps up to that one. Give me some more claps. Okay, let's move along. Are you taking any big bets this week?
No, I got that was too much adrenaline for 48 hours. I'm good.
Just go back to even. Earnings season is upon us, though. A lot of companies are reporting, some big, some small, some like Datadog, who just fell off the earth even after outperforming what they put for expectations. Another one got a word from Josh down the hall. He said Weight Watchers.
Oh, he told me that yesterday.
Yes, he wants Weight Watchers. I'm watching it now too.
Weight Watchers.
Yeah,
he's a skinny guy. He doesn't need to watch his weight.
Yeah, no, he doesn't, but he gets what the market is, and this is why I kind of like his idea. I don't understand options either. Ollie's whale. But let me tell you a little about Weight Watchers. We're going to pay attention to it. Apparently, they're rebranding, obviously because of the whole pandemic. A lot of people, whatever that is, they're going to rebrand into a more of like a coaching technology platform where it's going to be a competitor to Peloton, and he thinks it'll collect most of like the Midwest, a little bit of the East Coast, because this kind of like highbrow Peloton is not for those people, and they'll want to convert to something like Weight Watchers, especially via an app or something like that.
Got it. Interesting.
Oh, it looks over here. Options, you don't even have to pay. You just sign up for them on Robinhood.
Perfect. No V.
No fee. So I don't really know about the rebrand, if they already did it or not, but apparently once they announce earnings at that time, they've already done it or are going to do it at earnings. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, Oprah is involved with Weight Watchers. The stock popped whenever that announcement was made. I think it was like a year or two ago. I forget. But yeah, the stock popped. And
has she always been with Weight Watchers?
What's that?
Hasn't she always been with Weight Watchers?
No, she like did a huge partnership. It was like she owned like a big piece of the company.
Got it. Interesting. So that'll be the kind of one that we report back on and we get some more feedback on. So we'll definitely pay attention to that. But let's move into our questions segment. So we'll be doing these both on the podcast and over here on Behind Closed Doors. But if you haven't already, head over to the podcast app or wherever you listen to podcasts and go ahead and leave us a 5-star review and throw your question in the review. This is where we're going to start answering questions from, again, here and both on the pod. So double your chances 2 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times a week. You have a chance to get your question read. So don't miss out. This one is from Happy Ending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is not us. This is truly from somebody else. I was wondering, what do you think about oil stocks right now? They dated it 10/27. So this is a couple of weeks ago. They are at an altimeter low. And I was wondering what you guys think about it. Love the show, and I've been listening since day one. So what are your thoughts on oil stocks?
So I think the bet on oil is if you're betting on when the world gets back to normal. So when are airlines at full capacity, cruise lines, everyone's driving. So that's your time horizon. If they are at all-time low, I haven't really looked at oil stocks, then, I mean, obviously the vaccine news is great. So generally you got to think the world's moving away from oil, not towards oil. So longer term, you don't want to be an oil holder, I don't think.
Right.
With the electric cars and everything becoming more fuel efficient, there'll be, in theory, there should be less oil consumed in the next 50 years than more oil. So you don't want to be on that side of the bet. If it's a short-term play, sure, you're just betting on when the world gets back to normal.
Exactly. So you can either invest in oil stocks or you can invest in Plug Power.
Yeah.
Plug Power is all about the alternative.
You're on the cutting edge, Pete. That's the future.
Hey, that is what I'm all about in the stock game. You got to be on the cutting edge of the future. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. Like this guy who left it in our comments asking about this. So there's your answer. So there's your answer. There we go. Bam, 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 bam. So he could be a loser if he doesn't get his shit straight. Thanks on it for answering that question. Make sure you head over again to the comments or on the reviews of the podcast. Leave a review. 5 stars and throw your question in there. We'll be answering them from this point going forward. Anna, do we have any final thoughts before we exit out on Behind Closed Doors?
Final thoughts. Tune into the podcast, put some questions, and review us at iTunes. We will answer all questions that come in.
Yes.
Every single one.
Exactly.
Either here or on the podcast.
Bing, 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 bing. And if you are not live with us over here on our Twitch channel, that's twitch.tv/group chat pod. We go live every single Wednesday. You have to be.
The big announcement, Pete.
Yeah.
I think Sunday night, 8 p.m. is going to be a recurring theme.
That could be a recurring theme. So then we're 3 days a week. Then we're Sunday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Yeah, huge.
Thursday for Winners Losers content, you get the last half of the pod. Behind Closed Doors, you get all of us for this is upwards of almost 45 minutes now. And Sunday nights, we did like an hour last Sunday night. Felt really, really good. Just capping off, hey, we just recorded. Here's some highlights and just a little chit chatter. We had Eric Deluxe in, the Twitch favorite. So maybe that's a guaranteed lock on Sundays.
Let's do it.
So again, head over to twitch.tv/group chat pod or search group chat pod. Wait for this one. Alan Lopez, right? Am I reading that right? Alan. I'm going to touch on that in a second, but head over to twitch.tv/group chat pod, subscribe and follow us there so you can also turn on notifications so you don't miss out when we go live. But the biggest news of the week, Group Chat University merch. We're dropping merch Friday. Don't forget to listen to the pod. All the information is going to be on there, but we have 2 tees, 2 sweatshirts. We're collabing with Melrose Place. Incredible quality. We're going to throw it at a price you will never imagine. So don't miss out. Again, check out Friday's episode of Group Chat to catch all the information on that and where you can snag your sweatshirt and or t-shirt. All right, Anna, thank you so much.
Boom.
Peace out.
Peace.
Cool. All right, guys, we'll stick around for like 5 more minutes here live on Twitch. Go ahead and throw any questions.
Dre's hype. I will take you up on that offer when the fans are back in Seahawks Stadium. We're coming up for a game.
What did he say?
He said he's got me. Open invite. He's got season 2.
Oh, yeah, you're a big Seahawks fan. I mean, I'll go watch.
Well, Amanda's a huge Seahawks fan.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I love Pete Carroll. So I root for the Seahawks.
I might as well go with 2 because Russell Wilson, Badger alumni, it only makes sense.
You can take my ticket because I have to go with Amanda anyways.
Okay, fair.
A few other tickets.
Yeah. So group chat merge dropping Friday. Why do you have a 1 question mark? Because you're a cocktail. Interesting. DK Metcalf is a beast. Let's throw any more questions you guys have for us. We have 40 people in here. Pretty nice. Hey, this number's going up. I know we had a bunch of new subscribers and things like that, and it looks good. We have 31 on Twitch, 8 on live on YouTube. Any more questions? Throw those questions in. Buy the rumors, Pete. What does that mean?
That's what the whole stock mantra is. You buy the rumors, sell on news. So you buy on rumors that big things are happening. You sell when they're actually announced.
Yep. Should I buy Datadog? I mean, buy the dip. If you're gonna buy, I would say wait a little longer because it might keep going down. But
what's the question, A-Rod? You have 200 shares of stock in E-Trade. Do you just leave it in there? I mean, are you asking if you believe in the company, you leave it in there?
Yeah.
You work there, so you must believe in it.
If you want long, if it doesn't look like it's about to capsize, like what is E-Trade again? E-Trade's another trading platform? Yeah,
E-Trade, Schwab, all of them. They're all.
Yeah, unless they stop innovating and they're just about to crumble, then keep it in there. It can't be that bad. What are some other pods you listen to? So mine are much different. Obviously, from Onnits, I'm going to guarantee that right now. I listen to a bunch of different random pods, a lot of Barstool, a couple interesting ones, some on football. I think their Token CEO one. So Erica Nardini, who's the CEO of Barstool, she actually does her own pod. I think it's very informative. She kind of talks about all different things, news. Her standpoint as a CEO, it's probably pretty similar to what you would think what Dee's is. The Dave Portnoy show, that's kind of new. He started doing his own show, really funny. And then a bunch of random YouTubers pods I listen to as well. Anna, what about you?
I listen to a bunch. So I listen to Bill Simmons. That's for sports. He's just entertaining, and I think he does a great job.
Yeah.
The sports podcast, Ryan Russillo, I listen to him. He's great.
Nice.
For politics, for foreign policy, I listen to Pod Save the World. I stay away from Pod Save America because I just don't need that much politics in my life, but I do like to know what's going on in the world.
Mm-hmm.
The All In podcast, we talk about it all the time in group chat. They're really good. Billionaires that don't need to be doing it but want to voice their opinion, a voice of reason. So it's great to hear.
Yeah.
They're the only ones, I think, in media, other than group chat, that actually tells their honest opinion.
Right.
They're just richer than us.
Mm-hmm. Well, we go, boo. You might be richer than us, but you're not cooler than us. That's fucking facts.
Yeah, facts. I love those guys.
Facts. Let's see. They did really good.
CIA podcast for foreign policy. It is called.
I mean, the really cool thing about podcasts too, and I'll say is it's just starting.
It's Intelligence Matters with Michael Morrell. Michael Morrell was the old head of the CIA. Great foreign policy stuff. Here's an incredible business podcast. Invest like the best. Invest
like the best. Who's it with?
It's an investor. His name's Patrick O'Shaughnessy. He has a fund, him and his dad, and he gets amazing guests. And if you just want to learn about technology, I think it's really good. And they actually had an incredible one on branding. I actually sent it to Josh for him to listen to yesterday. But Invest Like the Best, very good podcast.
Anna's got plenty of very intelligent podcasts. I just have entertaining ones.
Got to do a little both.
Got to do
entertainment.
Exactly. The problem is not the problem. The thing is I get so much with you guys that I'm just like, I'd rather listen to something entertaining.
Yeah, I hear you.
On the flip side, Omar,
I gotta listen to all the smart ones to stay up to game.
Yeah,
I can't let these people pass me.
Yeah, you have to perform. I just have to sit in the sidelines and just jump on the back of you guys.
Yeah.
John Collison episode was unreal.
That was that's like the founder of Stripe. He's a genius.
Yeah.
You know, he's the smartest person in the world.
Wow. Will Omar be on the pod in the future? I'm sure he'll be on. He was on our live. He'll be back for the lives. I'm sure he'll be back on the pod. Real good friend of these guys.
And he's crushing it with Unicorn, the show on CBS.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like a big show.
He keeps you guys pretty updated?
Say that again?
He keeps you guys pretty updated?
Yeah, he tells us everything. A lot of things we can't repeat, but enough.
Yeah, right. Just the surface level stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll definitely have him back on. He's great. The lives will probably be easier to get him on, especially we'll probably have him on for the award ceremony at the end of the year. It's almost like a given. Besides that, what else do we got? Okay, guys, let's get your last questions in here. It's 3:18 at 3:20. Wishing it was 4:20. We're gonna go. We're gonna hop off here and get running. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I think we just peaked. We randomly were peaking at like 43, 44.
We're hot.
Yeah. Big crowds. Thank you, everybody who's been here for a while. Again, Group Chat University merch. Throw those last questions in there. Also, throw up some ones. Or your favorite emote. Let's see them, baby, start flying in. Let's get this chat real chatty. But don't miss out. Group Chat University launches Friday. You got to listen to the episode to get all the final details on where and how you can get it. We'll also have international shipping. I know we have some people. It's 4:20 over here, Pete. Woo, woo, woo. Blaze up. But we'll have international shipping in that. I know we have some international people always in our Twitch stream. So look out for those. Yes, ones. Let's go.
Cash.
Stocks always go up. Ding, 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 ding. Stocks always go up.
Cash.
Stocks always go up.
Cash.
That's like my mixed DJ. This is terrible.
Group chat.
Cash.
Okay, guys, you got all of 30 more seconds. Last questions. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate it so much. We'll be back again tomorrow for Winners Losers content on Group Chat. Don't miss out for that. We start recording about 1:30. By the time we get to Winners Losers content, it's about an hour later, so around 2:30. We'll keep you updated. Make sure you follow and subscribe here Yes, or go on Twitter and we'll leave updates there as well. That's going to do it for Behind Closed
Last
Doors.
question, because it's our
Yes.
guy, Dre's Hype.
Yes.
I think we don't shut down more than we already have right now. I think people just won't do it, and I think cases are going to go up and hospitalizations are going to go up.
Yep.
That's it.
Travel will stay the same. Everybody's going to travel for the holidays. Travel will not increase anymore because no lucrative spots are opening any more than like Tulum and your random like Mexico spots and then just
Right.
the US. Retail will stay, I think, pretty steady unless we get a new stimulus, and I think it might peak. Other than that, it's either going to be steady or drop. New Year's Eve, you're going to be partying with your close friends, and that's about it.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Love
Yes.
you guys. Peace.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. We'll see you again next week. Bye.